Okay. See what we're playing today. Bishop c4. Okay. So we'll just continue. Yeah, nothing here is too critical, I guess. Just go e6. Maybe let's play d5 at some point. Yeah, this is not super critical line. Do we go d5 here? e6 to prepare. Do I need to? Was it d5? Is this a move? Potentially. Just play h6 first. Let's drop back. I'm tempted just to reroute around this way. I think the knight might do more there. So a6 first. So I might do this plan of knight e5, knight g6 with b5 in combination. Go here as you go in there. Can always just switch tango knight e4. I don't need to rush. Like I really am like, thinking about rushing d5, but I don't think I have to. Let's go queen c7. Queen c7. I'll decide if I want this bishop on b7 or d7. So f4. Now I'm definitely thinking b5. Get this bishop on a nice long diagonal. e5 is not a move. f5. Can maybe go e5 here. Maybe don't have to do anything. Like if f takes c6, bishop takes c6, f takes e6. I think I'm relatively okay with that. So I might go something like knight e5. Just take care. Just the fact this pawn's advanced maybe too far makes my bishop on b7 look a little bit nicer. Oh. Let's pre-move this. Maybe slightly faster. 40 seconds down. 50 seconds down. This will. I swear I lose at least 100 points talking. Because it's not just like analyze it. Like, people just think, oh, you're just talking about the stuff that's in your head. No, it's obviously you need to separate what you're vocalizing, which doesn't make much sense. But it's you're thinking about talking, while also thinking about moves, which makes it slightly odd. 3. Okay, I don't see it. I've not got something. I've got something like this. 94 takes c3. Oh, do I actually? Oh, that's a good point actually. Knight takes c4. Did I have this last move and I've just not seen it? So knight takes c4. If nothing, then bishop takes h4, or takes back basically. Bishop takes 4, and I win a pawn. Knight takes e4. Bishop takes e7. Knight takes c3. And then c takes back. Then I'm giving up knight for a knight, bishop for a bishop. I gain a pawn. I think that works. And if say takes, can't take the rook because the queen's hanging. If he plays bishop d6 to attack the queen, then I think I go knight e2 check and then pick up the bishop. Okay. Wow, I just took like 30 seconds. I literally said I need to speed up and then I played that fast. I played that slow. Oh. Okay, now I need to speed up. Okay, here we take. Oh, stop. Take this 2. Take these. Take 2. Queen defends the knight. Takes here. Takes here. Takes here. Takes here. So I can't pre-move, which is annoying because there's a bit too many possibilities. So here we take this one and take here. Here we'll just drop back. So we're piece up. For those of you counting at home. Here. Take the knight somewhere. Okay, take this one. Don't like much about what I'm doing right now, but it is what it is. Potentially. Okay, I'm just trying to play fast now because I'm very risky getting flagged. Okay, so played well, but played far too slowly. Like, I put that game in the balance there. And that's why I sacked queen, like I just wanted to try and get a piece off the board. Okay, what we getting? I'm going to pretend that I looked at this recently. Is it queen c2 or knight e2? So castle's one of the moves I've not looked at, because c5 is knight e2. Let's go knight e2. Okay, t5. I know c5 is one of the main moves against a lot of these systems. I don't know if it's right here, but yeah, I think b6 right away just probably makes a bit of sense. So a-frame. e5. And a lot of these lines, e5 is a blunder, but I can't remember. I think that's only if like c5 is being played though, because then you go knight b5, knight d6. So maybe here it's fine. So you just go bishop b2. What's really funny is, so I've got my chess book sitting to my left, and I've literally got it open on the page discussing the Nimzo. It's face down, obviously, so I'm not looking at it, but that's what that's what it's open on. So after the game, I can literally just flip the book over and go, ah, that's what it was supposed to be. So d4. Don't like how I played this. Let's go against the isolated pawn. Let's see how he wants to play this. Is that suicidal? It looks suicidal. Does this have any merit? Or is it just knight b1? Let's just go knight b1. Let's put a bit of pressure there. And if bishop d7 is your move, then I might go bishop g5. I'm unwinding a little bit here. So a6, okay. Do I go back to c4? Do I keep this pin alive? Do I go back to d3? I think there's a few moves to look at here. I'm tempted by takes, but I don't think it's correct here. Let's just go bishop a4. a5, don't think it's a threat just yet. h6. If he wants to play g5, that's fine. Again, I'm a minute down the clock. Need to speed up. Let's take. Let's play bishop g3. So this pawn might end up being a weakness, so we go boom boom. He's got no real entry squares here, I don't think. So let's go here. I don't know how correct any of this is, but I'm just trying to play a little bit faster. Just try to gain some time back. Go up to this pawn, which I will take. I will be that greedy guy. Rook a. So here, just going to try and trade some pieces, I think. Looks a little bit committal. Can I go g? Okay, not here, obviously. I've always got knight f1 to cover the back rank if I really need it. So I don't think that's an issue. Let's go here, just to try and just make this a little bit tender. Okay, and like I say, I can always come back if I have to. here. So how do you defend this piece and stop this? Okay, I drop back, just as I said. And we're a piece up. Let's go here. Oh, that's not. I was thinking it was attacking both of these, but it's not. It's a bit poor. Let's try to play fast still. Okay, nice. Oh, okay. Ah, b4. I've got no idea what this. Oh wait, he's bolted. Okay. Okay. My God, I was taking a second through a theory. Come on, give me a second, guys. Oh, okay. Okay, we had this very recently, didn't we? Wait, is d6 correct? I might be messing up my move order here. Okay, I feel I've definitely messed up the move order here. So c4 go back. And I'm kind of working off the assumption that I'll pick up these pawns at some point. Yeah, I've definitely messed the move order up here. But b6. Okay, goes a5. Take through g6. g6 bishop g7. This is definitely on a scale of 1 to playing with fire. We're definitely playing with fire. But these might end up being overextended. I'm trying to justify this to myself. I'm definitely just a pawn down here. But we can threaten this. It's not quite a threat yet because he goes here. Okay, he just gets away with it. Okay. Okay, we go b6. Now takes. Takes fine. Didn't I just say that here he had there? So where does it go now? Ah, okay. But again, this seems very suspect. Drop a castle. f4, I don't think so. f4's not correct. So knight f3 is maybe a move. And I might be b takes and then the queen a5 or something. Oh, he goes for this. This doesn't work. But it takes. This falls. We're going here. What about this? now. Takes. Which is very unclear. C6. Do we have anything interesting? I think is there some kind of knight move that forces something? I don't see it. So let's go rook c7. Let's just keep pressure on. b4. Don't have the same trick again, do we? No, not quite. Because if takes, knight takes, you're attacking this. Unfortunately. So here, just a cheap little threat. But also I'm thinking about queen here. Can't bundle that. I thought for a second I was threatening this, but I'm not because bishop takes, which is annoying. Hooks with rook c8 after this. Okay. Let's just keep some time on the clock. Humanly possible. So knight f1. Here. So let's try and put blood pressure here. Takes, takes. It's hanging. Okay, rooks here. Okay. Don't have anything if we go here. Okay, time's going to become a factor here. Which we like to see. Let's try boss, but no such luck. Okay. Not sure how clean that was. Okay, so for game one, the opening wasn't super critical, so we won't talk about this too much. Just sort of playing sort of nice, easy moves here and just getting developed. Here is where I missed my chance to play knight e4. Oh, sorry, knight e4 for the first time, and here it does work because if bishop takes e7, like in the game, knight takes c3, you end up a piece up as black, and all the same other motifs work. You're just winning a pawn, nice and simply here. So that would have been quite nice. But b5, f5 might look scary to some people. It's a little bit too early. Here I should actually be counter-attacking the other side of the board with b4, which is quite typical of these positions, but knight e5 is not the worst move, I think, ever played. And here I went for my tactic of knight e4, and here it doesn't actually work. And it doesn't work for quite an interesting idea, and it's sort of based around the fact that this knight on e4 and the rook on e8 are independent pieces, these are loose pieces. So white can actually play the really quick spectacular knight d5, obviously forking the bishop and queen, so I need to deal with this immediately, otherwise just knight takes e7 for example is check and wins the piece back, or wins piece. And after e takes d5, you play bishop takes e7 first, queen takes e7, bishop takes d5, and here you're attacking both the knight and rook. The black's not worse here, but white's definitely equalised and sort of sorted all his problems. So I missed that, but I don't think that's a particularly easy move to see. But that's what it is. Sort of quite typical in lots of Sicilian structures, though, so maybe should have been on my radar. But yeah, just really quite interesting move. Just to leave these, just leave absolutely everything. You've got a piece hanging here. This is hanging here. This is hanging. So yeah, that was quite a big miss. And yeah, there was a lot of blunders after this, but not overly interesting. So the second game, I suspected I was mixing up a couple of lines, and I was correct. So this idea of playing c5 after d5 is quite typical in a lot of these Nido structures, but it's usually after black plays c5 and exchanges on d4. So for example, trying to think, so c5 here, knight e2, takes, d5, now c5. This could be a sort of typical variation. So I did sort of mix up a couple of lines there. But other than that, felt relatively comfortable. I was quite happy with the position. Up until the point that I realised that I missed a full knight hanging on f6 later on in the game, which was quite frustrating. But other than that, it was okay. Game 3 has caused me to sort of maybe consider looking into my prep a little bit more. Because I was sort of between two moves, d6 and knight c6, and I had a funny feeling I'd looked at this, and I couldn't think why I looked at it. And as soon as I sort of looked at it, as soon as I looked at my theory, I was like, the reason why I've looked at this already is because I have knight c6, queen e4, and now f5 is the move, trying to gain some space. If takes, I'm quite happy to play this position. It's black, you've got rid of this strong pawn e5. And you can maybe play probably knight f6 here, and then maybe something like d5. Got the bit. Black's doing quite well here. Black's got the two central pawns, and yeah, no real issues. I think the move here is queen e2, and White's obviously wasted a few moves, but it's difficult to get rid of this pawn on e5 without playing d6, and d6 could be a weakening move, leading this pawn backwards on e6. So I had actually looked at this and wasn't 100% sure about this line. So d6 is the alternative, after which the whole load of moves. I think knight bd2 is the top move here. But after bishop b5, I was quite happy to see this because this is always the problem piece in these positions. Is this bishop on d7, knight c7, knight takes d7, e takes d6, and sort of after this I sort of went a little bit off the rails. Knight f6 is fine, but you're probably better playing either queen b6 or queen f6, and rather frustratingly here, just knight b4. Knight b4, nice and simple, fronting c2, and then I can take back on d6 however I like. So that was a little bit sloppy of me. But 3 games, 3 wins, not the cleanest, but I suppose we'll take it.